What's going on with all my money motivated stars? Now it's gonna be a quick video about overeating, you know what I mean? Just off of the situation that I realized while eating, you know what I mean, in the car. We gotta stop making our kids, you know what I mean? Even though I don't have any kids, I'm just talking about my experience as a child and what I see still going on to this day. We gotta stop making children overeat, because when your child tell you they not hungry, we should listen to it, you know what I mean? Like a child knows their body and know what they want, you know what I mean? They know if they still hungry. Now I ain't saying that the child should be picking if they want to eat candy all day, you know what I mean? And when it come dinner time, then they don't want to eat. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about if you just say one day they out of school, you know what I mean? You done had supervision of this child the whole day, your child, you know what I mean? And you done seen they ain't ate no candy. They probably ate a pack of noodles, you know what I mean? And then later on that night, when you preparing dinner, they don't want to eat. You shouldn't make them eat, you know what I mean? I know it's a parental thing, you know what I mean? Because my parents made me do the same thing, mom and daddy, you know, even though when they was separate, they had the same, because everybody's raised like that. Then they hit up with the same line, you better eat that food, it's children starving in Africa. Them children is just fine over there. Don't pay attention to the hype and all that on the flyers, on the commercials and stuff they be showing. That shit is all propaganda. But when it come down to it, I just noticed something, that a program I gotta break, you know what I mean? Because it's like our parents program us, because they've been programmed by their parents and government and all that, you know what I'm saying? Not only are we eating 3 times a day, which is over the amount we supposed to be eating, we're eating the wrong kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So you're sitting there forcing that child, you know what I mean, to basically eat stuff that's really unhealthy. And a lot of children, we really don't be healthy like that. When I was young, I ain't even really get hungry like that, you know what I mean? It was certain times where I get hungry, but I didn't really get hungry. Even when I was outside playing all day, you know what I mean? I'll come in, I'll probably get hungry like an hour later, or what I think hunger was, because we really don't even know what hunger is, you know what I mean? We eat out of boredom majority of the time. When we're not doing nothing, especially when we binge watching entertainment, we want a double dose of stimulation to the brain, you know what I mean? So not only are we watching our favorite shows, or listen to our favorite music, we want to eat our favorite foods, and you know what I mean, the stuff that's in the sauces and seasons are stimulating by themselves, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of stimulation and dopamine releasing from your brain that you just want. But I'm rambling, you know what I mean? But what inspired me to make this video is I was just eating like a burrito, you know what I mean? A vegan burrito from this place called City Silos in Memphis, you know what I mean? Go check it out if you ain't been before, you know what I mean? I try to go to every vegan place, you know what I mean, when I'm eating cooked food, you know what I mean? I rarely try to eat cooked food, but when I do, it's probably like that, or it's probably me cooking up some vegan eggs or something. But I'm rambling again. I was just eating my burrito, and because it comes like a whole burrito and they slice it in half. So after I ate the first half, I started getting full, you know what I mean? So I took a bite into the second burrito, and I'm like, I ain't even hungry, I'm gonna put this shit down, you know what I mean? But then I sit it down, I picked it back up and started eating it, you know what I mean? I'm like, why am I still eating this burrito when I know I'm full? You know what I mean? It's programming. My dad used to tell me, don't eat everything on their plate. Don't get up if you ain't ate everything on their plate. You know what I mean? So that stuck with me to this day. And I've noticed that more than one time. I supposed to been make this video, you know what I mean? But if I can save a life out here, man, you stop making your kids overeat, you know what I mean? Because now we're eating out of programming, you know what I mean? My mom used to say the same stuff, you know, they say the same line, like, it's people out here starving, you know what I mean? And like I said, they only being nurturing parents. They want you to eat, thinking this stuff is making you healthy and it's nourishing your body, but it's not. Come on, it's 2024. We got to know this stuff is not nourishing our body. You know what I mean? So I'll give your children more fruits, you know what I mean, on the plate, because they put the vegetables on the plate, but you still ain't getting the nourishment from the vegetables because you cooking all the nourishment out. So I would advise parents, if they want to cook meat, if you're still cooking meat or cooking stuff that you boiling out the nutrition out. You know what I mean? I'll make dessert fruit. You know what I mean? I won't even have greens and stuff like that on the side because you're not getting any nourishment from that. You know what I mean? And they raise people that way. Cook your broccoli, cook your you're not getting any nourishment from it. You know what I mean? The collard greens may be good, but it's not doing anything to your body. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, I will put a slice of watermelon, you know what I mean, after the meal. You know what I mean? I cut up some watermelon, cut up some pineapple, avocados, put some avocados on the plate. You know what I mean? But the basis of this video is stop making your child overeat, because 9 times out of 10 they ain't as hungry as you trying to make them. You know what I mean? Or I'll fix them a small plate, just fix them a small helping and wait till they finish that and see how they react to it. If they still hungry or not, you know what I mean? Let them go get seconds. But we're overfeeding our children, and a lot of the obesity is coming from the parent. You're letting your child overeat. You're making them overeat. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I was young, I really didn't get hungry like that. And now as an adult, I see why. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing a lot of fasts, and I'm getting that. I'm detaching from that program. You know what I mean? So now I know when I'm older, wiser, I'm not eating and I'm feeling better. You know what I mean? The less I eat. You know what I mean? That's why we feel so good as children. We wasn't really, our body wasn't consumed with all the toxins and all this stuff yet. You know what I mean? Yes, we're gonna breathe in toxins all day, every day. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, we had more vigor, we had more energy. You know what I'm saying? To our body, we got up. You know what I mean? When it was time to do things. You know what I mean? Especially when it was time to go places. And if we didn't get up on time for school because we stayed up all night, we just had so much energy and nothing to do with it. So the overconsumption of food is making your child act how they act in school. You know what I mean? It's making them slow down. It's slowing the process of their body down, because your body got to constantly try to eliminate this extra food. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm really over here trying to finish this whole burrito knowing I'm not hungry off this programming. You know what I mean? I am full. I am fine. I had to really say, put this shit down. You know what I mean? Because I was going to finish this whole burrito, and I can do it right now. You know what I mean? But it's going to be forced. It's going to be forced. So we got to stop forcing our children to eat when they're not hungry. Even when I used to stay with my daddy, you know what I'm saying? My stepmama, she used to cook. I used to go throw that food in the old trash can in the bathroom until she found out and told my dad I got my ass whooped. But for real though, I used to flush food down the toilet all day. You know, I didn't used to be that hungry. You know what I mean? Stop making your child overeat, because they gonna do something with their food. You know what I'm saying? Or if they eat their food, really, you gonna make it. It's you programming them for a failure. You know, when they get older, you know what I mean? They gonna start eating, and they gonna be just like me or just like you, trying to finish our food that they probably can save for later. I could have saved the other half of the burrito for later. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy how your mind works when you being programmed. You know what I mean? So this is why I gotta say at the end of this video, if anybody ever told you wasn't nothing, you ain't important in this world, you are important. You are important. You are important. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are programmed to think they're not important, and what they do is not important. Even if you work at fast food, even though their food is unhealthy, you're still satisfying people's needs. So you are important. If you're a parent, you are important. If you exist on this planet, you are important. You know what I mean? Keep on telling yourself that. I make this shit an affirmation. You know what I mean? Everything is important. If you keep on saying I'm not important, nobody cares about me, everybody hates on me, this is what your reality is going to be. Stop programming yourself to see that visually through your frames, which is your eyes. You know what I mean? We got to break this programming. You know what I mean? So if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and share it if you know what I mean. If you got a bone to pick with your parents, you know what I'm saying? Cause I sure got one to pick with mine, you know what I'm saying? She probably watching this. So sorry, mama. But yeah, man, that's all I want to say, man. Y'all be blessed on walking that smoke.